Today is Monday, March 14th. This is a big episode, Preston. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot.
Why? Why is this a big one?
All right, let's start with the 1 year anniversary.
Oh, baby.
I'll be honest. Madeline's dad asked me the other day how long we've been doing this now, and I was like, that's funny you ask. I'm like, tune in next week.
Actually, it's a year.
But yeah, and we're in Kickin' It Back studio. I don't know if we have a name for this yet. I mean, it's sponsored by Gross Investments.
It is.
We got to make sure we make that clear, but we're in Kickin' It Back studio.
We are. It's kind of weird and kind of surreal at the same time that like a year came around and we're in a studio.
100%, man. We already made ourselves at home. If you're watching on the YouTube, you got to check out the sign behind. We got everything set up. It's almost like we're at home, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're not watching the YouTube, you got to go check it out. Setup's actually pretty sweet. It's growing. We're getting some stuff done. I mean, we had to throw this together pretty quick. We wanted to make sure we got in here for the 1 year anniversary episode. But yeah, man, what a fun year it's been.
It's kind of crazy.
All right, I'm going to throw you right on the spot. We didn't even talk about this. Best episode. What's your favorite?
Wow.
I already know what mine would be. Things That Drive Us Crazy was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. You know how many people make fun of me for raisins and shit now? I'm gonna go on record too. I want to make public. I actually don't mind raisins now. Like if they're in trail mix, I think it's the compliment with the salty peanuts and stuff.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people like make fun of me for the raisins thing, and I'm like, listen, they're actually not bad anymore.
The Things That Drive Us Crazy, was that the episode where we talked about the vestibule?
Uh-huh.
I mean, how stupid did we fucking sound?
Listen, I still stand by it. It's 2022. There's got to be a better way to go about that than having to make me go through two doors. It's that awkwardness, man. The holding two doors is just... How about like a system where you open one door and they open simultaneously so I don't have to worry about opening the second? I don't know.
It makes sense, but just the way we talked about it and how we really thought we were onto something, everyone listening that knew what that was, they were probably like, wow, these guys are so stupid. They don't even deserve to be talking on a mic right now.
You're right.
But honestly, God, that's such a tough question. I want to say it was our very first one. Not because it was good, but because looking back on it, how much we've grown since then.
Oh,
it's
dude,
insane.
the music. Do you remember the music? We used to have the music playing in our headsets.
Yeah.
We figured that out. I don't know if that just came with good time or what, but...
It's really cool to see how many views we've gotten on that first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that one still gets... I think that's like it's the pilot, so on Spotify, if you're checking out on Spotify, it does pop up as the first always.
Yeah.
It's like our trailer episode.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe
can we
should
fix that?
I was gonna say maybe I should change that because like I can edit it.
Oh, okay.
But like I just throw that one up there, and I guess like that's maybe not a good judgment of kind of what we're into now. But then again, I kind of like that one because it shows who we are, why we're doing it. It's all the same. We're still we love the networking aspect of this. Yeah. We're sitting down with cool people now. We're actually getting some coverage now. Like people are like some bigger names, some bigger people, some cooler guests. It's all coming. Not that our guests before weren't cool, but it's people that we haven't even talked to that are like, yeah, you guys actually seem kind of sweet. Like, you know, Golf Bowling, Mitchell Pelkey, all these people are like actually hitting us back now because it's like we're kind of growing some respect now. We're getting some respect from these people. So it's pretty cool for that aspect.
Yep. Just to touch on it, we've actually been streamed over 10,000 times, which is insane to me to think about that in a year. That's what we got to. We were talking before the very first episode, and we said that if we got 50 views an episode, that would be like awesome.
I was more Preston asked me how many views I thought we were going to get the first episode. I said I think the first one will do all right, like 50 to 100, and then I said after that I bet you we're like under 20. I didn't think people would actually click on this.
Yep.
I mean, when you got two numbnuts talking about Christmas trivia, playing with their teams, for starters, my teams were terrible. Actually, the second one wasn't that bad, but the first team was terrible.
First team was bad.
Yeah, the first team was bad. Love you guys. Appreciate you all playing, but not good. I mean, we just do the name that sound. We do all kinds of. We're gonna keep doing the fun stuff every here and there. I think that's what makes it light. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's weird. A year later, we're still sitting here. We're still doing it. A lot of people, we got a lot of hate at first, and they were like, "Come on, we're not gonna listen to your shitty podcast." Like through the Ohio State email thing.
Yeah,
they just said, "We're not listening to your shitty podcast. It's not gonna last. It's just a typical. It's a fate." A year later, now we're a business in the state of Ohio. Kicking It Back LLC.
Yep.
We've been streamed in 7 continents.
Yep.
every state we've been streamed in. I mean, there's all kinds of little stats that you could find that are like, I don't know. We the continents thing with Todd, like Australia. Yeah. Now we're kind of having people listening in Australia. Yeah. They're liking what it's about. I think that was all Todd. I don't know if that was as much us, but you know what? We'll take the credit, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. If we could gain a couple listeners off of everyone that we have on, we'll look back in 5 years and it'll be something big.
Yeah, dude. It's getting more serious too. It's funny now that we're a business. We're having people. It's not like any worry the people we have on, but they have to like sign contracts and stuff now, like liability forms. We have to like make sure there's nothing coming back on us. It's funny, but it's all part of the game. Joey Webster, you actually never signed yours. If you could send that, he was all like, "Oh, dude, yo, you could take a video of me. I swear, I just left it at home." But yeah, no, it's been fun, man. I've been loving this. I just love talking.
Yeah,
and people know that about us now. We just like talking to people, but I don't know.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's one goal you got for this upcoming year for us, or what's one thing that you would like to see us do?
There's a couple names I would like to see in here. Opening up the studio, having the studio now kind of allows us to bring in more people, look a little bit more professional. A certain goal is I would love to hit. Our Instagram keeps growing. We've been running a lot of questions and stuff. I think 10,000 would be a cool goal. But I almost feel like if you get to 10,000 that quickly, because, I mean, we're only at like 1,500 followers. I mean, we started at 1, or 2, you and I. But I would say 10K would be cool. But I feel like if that point you could hit an algorithm. I mean, Manny Clement can give us some clout. Do you see his TikTok?
That's awesome.
That video is so cool. Funny. I love how we go off topic. Yeah. But, yeah, so I would say 10K Instagram followers would be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I just want to keep sitting down with cool people. At the end of the day, like, we didn't do the podcast to get rich. If it brought us some fortune, we were all for it. Like, like that'd be sweet. But I don't know. I think 10K Instagram followers, and like I said, there's a couple names. I'm not going to put anyone on the spot. You know who I'm talking about. There's a couple names I'd like to actually get into the studio, open up, sit down, have some cool convo with. I think what we do is different, in its own aspect of if you're just a football player, or you're just a basketball player, like a professional athlete will say, like we're not going to just sit down and talk just about basketball. Like we'd rather hear the other stuff that the media doesn't talk about. Like we like talking on just real life stuff, I guess is a better way to put it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. What about you? What's a goal? Give me a 1-year goal.
I don't think I have like a number, but I just want to make as many connections as we can. I think the coolest part about this is not even the connections, it's kind of the friendships we've made. Like a Johnny DeJulius, the dude's hanging out with Logan Paul, jumping out of a helicopter. He responds to me. I'll slide up on his stories. He hits me back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, he just called me the other day. Yeah. He was like trying to start a podcast. And he's like, "Hey, man, Jaret."
Yeah. He's asking me. I'm like, yeah, you got to call Jaret on that one.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so I get a random call from a number, and I'm like, I don't have the number. Because I did not talk to Johnny DeJulius before he stepped into behind the mic. And I was like, I just see a random number calling me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not answering that, right? Like, that's what everyone does nowadays. So I get a text, and he's like cussing me out. He's like, "Bro, it's Johnny. How the hell did you not answer?" like he's like, he wasn't being like serious, but it was funny. Yeah, but yeah, no, I get what you mean on that.
But like even like Jackson from Golf Ballin', he has 500,000 followers on Instagram, and we still talk to him. That's so sick.
100%.
And play some golf with him.
Yeah, there's some cool people. Even the Howie Gross. I mean, look about this. We had Howie on. We had him step on. Everyone loved his stupid "Don't wear purple on St. Patty's Day." Now we're sitting in Gross Investments, Kicking It Back studio.
Yeah.
Half a year later. It's wild, man. It
is.
It's cool, though. It's cool. It's fun. We keep trooping along. What I think is the coolest part about all this, though, is like the ability, like we can maybe ruin someone's day. I don't think we're ruining anyone's day. If we're ruining your day, then like, I don't know. You must be having good days if like these two numbnuts are ruining your day.
Listening.
Yeah, like it's cool. Just turn it off at that point.
It's not that.
But like we have the possibility to like make someone's day. Like I don't know who's listening. Like we had the big following in Colorado for the weirdest time. I don't know what that was about. Seriously, I don't know if maybe there was another podcast out there named Kicking It Back and people were just clicking on ours. I have no clue, but like maybe we're making someone's day. Maybe there's a kid sitting out there in Centennial, Colorado, loving what we're doing. Maybe he went out, started a podcast. I don't know. I love the idea of like possibly inspiring someone to go do something.
It's really cool because I know there's people listening that, one, haven't reached out to let us know that they're listening, or two, we don't even know them. But it's really cool when like someone walks up to me at Planet Fitness and says something about the Kirsten episode. Or I was at Chipotle the other day and kid behind me goes, "You're killing it with the podcast." Like, he doesn't even know how much he made my day.
Yeah.
Or one of Sam's little sister's friends listens to it, goes to Cleveland State. Like, totally random.
That's cool.
She's like, "Wait, who's Preston?" And she's like, "Oh, that's my sister's boyfriend." She's like, "Oh, I listen to that podcast." I'm like, wow.
That's sweet.
Isn't that cool?
She must have got it in her Carmen messages or something. She must have been a Buckeye. That is a great, like, when we sent those messages out, they liked that a lot on Shrimp Tank when we sat down with them.
Yeah.
We should re-sit down with them. We should have them come into the Kicking It Back tank.
We should.
And just, like, we'll do the interview on our standards now. Like, we'll flip it. They'll see, like, we don't script. We don't time anything. That's our problem, which I think is our biggest strength as well. We don't script anything. Like, we were just talking. We literally used to hit the record button, sit down and talk for 60 straight minutes because we didn't know how to edit the stuff in between. So if we messed up in our heads, it was like, man, we're either going to have to learn how to do that and get good with it, or we're going to have to just screw it and, like, move on. So, like, we used to literally sit here and talk for 60 straight minutes, which is what we do with our interviews now. Yeah. We do not ever hit the stop button, I would say, on those. Like, if someone messes up, we're like, yeah, we can edit it, no worries. Like, you heard on Webster's, we were making fun of him. We're like, oh, yeah, we'll edit that out. And he's like, I'll leave it. And I'm like, you know what? I was editing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to leave this. And he's going to smile at this later.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. We got a lot more people. Like I said, the traction is going. More people want to sit down on Kicking It Back. It's getting more and more professional looking. Everything's just getting better about it, man.
I love our engagement on Instagram. Honestly, it doesn't even matter how many followers we have at the end of the day. If our engagement stays high, people love the random shit we post. You posted, what is your favorite Little Debbie snack? People were loving that.
Dude, that is unbelievable. The polls were getting hundreds of votes on them.
Yeah.
And then, like, the submissions, people were just, like, sending in, like, oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah.
Evan sent in a Hostess snack, and I'm going to be honest, I went to put it on the story, and I saw it was Hostess, and I, like, sent him a message back. I'm like, yeah, dumbass. I had no idea either. He's like, it's all the same. He's like, leave me alone. But yeah, dude, the random questions of the day, it kind of just sparks the engagement for the day. I think people like voting on a question, like yes or no, like, do you make your bed? Do you do this? Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I struggle to think of them sometimes, so I just Google random pictures.
I think we actually should give quite a few people some shout-outs here. Definitely well-deserved.
Yeah, I agree. First one, for sure, Howie Gross. We've already said him a bunch of times, but, I mean, we're in his place, his work environment. He's made a studio almost for us. Advertising, sponsorships, those go a long way. Help us kind of do more cool things. So, shout out Howie, especially.
Definitely. If I mean this, if you're out of college, if you're almost out of college, talk to him, touch base with him. He's absolutely fantastic with the financial knowledge. He will for sure have my money. He's coming up soon.
And he is a great guy. Like, he genuinely cares about each of his clients. I will say that. All of his, like, even us, like, we're part of, like, his family now. Like, he treats us. He's always reaching out. He's like, he makes fun. I mean, it's all with good fun, but, like, he is a great guy. Like, you need to even just sit down and have a talk with him. Just a conversation. That's all you need.
Yep. He's a good connection to have. Next, athletes. Appreciate you guys. You guys have really been, I don't know, when did we add them?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. We just saw the Barstool thing, and I'm like, why don't we do that?
Yeah. It's been awesome.
Definitely. Our criteria was no D1, though.
No.
Because those guys were getting all the fame. We were like, screw them.
Yeah.
D2, D3 work just as hard.
For sure. Jordan, Nick, Noah, Jalen, Jacob. Weird to say Jacob. He's Brickman.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Just great group of guys. Good friends. Howie's in the window over there.
That's funny. All right, and then the next one, we got Steve Wilcom, did all of our merch and stuff. He was the original guy. He did it all. Underrated hoodies would not have been possible without him. He designed the logo. Give him all the credit.
Yeah.
We had the idea. He just kind of made it come to life. We don't have that ability. That's just not what we do. But he's awesome dude. Helped us out a ton. Still reaches out. He's always looking to help. He's given us a bunch of free stuff, too. Like, he's always like, oh, these are, on the house for me. Like, just a good dude. So, shout out you, Steve, if you're listening. Appreciate you a ton.
Yep. Next up, if you're listening right now, head over to kickingitback.net and go cop that 1-year anniversary merch. It's $1 for a t-shirt. Why are you not going to cop it? Huge shout out to Madeline Bunjvac for designing that. She's been a huge help. We're going to have her on coming up here this season. Can't say thank you enough.
For sure, and she's going to make a lot of our upcoming merch come to life, too. These were just kind of like a little sample thing we wanted to try out everything with. We got some cool stuff coming. I'm just saying, we got some cool stuff. Some stuff that some professional athletes would probably like to wear, like always, but no, I'm kidding. Next one, we got Ashlyn Dameron, made the original, like, if you're, like, looking at our logo right now on Kicking It Back, like, on whatever platform you're on, that those characters, that was her, all her. We gave her shout-outs then. We're going to keep giving her shout-outs. Awesome stuff. Madeline did edit it a little bit for the Christmas one. She helped us out a little bit, was able to just kind of get it done quick, but that was her original, her characters, everything, so appreciate her for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, we got Noah Heron. He did the Kicking It Back script. He brought that to life. We had no idea how to do that. So
he makes fun of that we give him credit for that. I'm like, listen, man, we knew nothing. Like that's how this started, man. Yep. We've known nothing. Yeah, Cam, our buddy Cam Mack, everyone knows Cam. He's been on character. He gives us the hypotheticals every week. Cool segment, great idea. We actually have another cool segment coming up that Howie we were talking about. So I think that'll be cool. Instead of like a little ad in there, Gross Investments wants to sponsor a little segment. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. But shout out you, Cam. We appreciate the hypotheticals. Everyone loves them. It's a good time.
Yep. Huge shout out to the families, girlfriends. We've had both of our girlfriends on. Good episodes. But just shout out you guys. You guys are the best.
Clickbait there. My gosh.
I'm good at what I do.
You should go check out those old episodes though. Wink, wink. No, and then just everyone else, everyone who's listened, everyone who's been a guest, everyone who's just, maybe not even listened or been a guest and goes on the Instagram and votes on the polls. If you've just been, affiliated with Kicking It Back, we appreciate you. That helps a ton. People don't understand, like, if you view our story and give us a vote on a poll, like, that helps our engagement. Yeah. It helps spike us to top of profiles. Yeah. That's how these algorithm things work. You could tell when people are voting on polls, we start jumping because, like, that's when the hundreds of people start voting on Little Debbie snacks. But so we appreciate everyone. Seriously, I mean, you could add to that if there's anything you want to say, but just shout out everyone.
Yeah, no, seriously. People don't realize how much simply clicking on a poll helps us out. Like, this is all about getting to people. Every time you click on that, it pushes it out to more people. But yeah, like you said, thank you to everyone that has come on. Anyone that wants to come on in the future, we'd love to have you. And then the listeners, of course, like, you guys are what makes this thing go around.
Keep turning. I will say, if you want to come on, please just reach out.
Yeah.
Text message, email. There's a contact thing in all of our stuff. DM us. We'll check the DMs. It might pop in there's like Instagram's weird and it goes to like request. Yeah. And like sometimes I don't see all those, so I will say I'm guilty at that, but I just want to make sure, like, just reach out and say, tell us why you should come on. That was the biggest tip I will say we've gotten from this is, like, you're approaching these people and you're like, all right, how are you going to get them on your podcast? You need to approach them with why they should come on the podcast.
Right.
Why should we have you on? And not that we're interviewing. It's just like we want to hear your partially of, like, why you're a cool person, and that's all we'll need. Like, it can't just be like, oh, I want to come on and, like, talk about this. Like, okay, why? Yeah, why is that? Like, are you a financial advisor like Howie Gross? Are you a soccer player? Do you have a cool story? Like, be like, yeah, I had a life-changing event. We don't even need more detail than that. We'll be like, okay, well, let's set up a time. Like, we're an open book. We like hearing stories from cool people. It's all laid back. We just chill. We hang out. Maybe we'll have a couple cocktails or something. We got the studio.
When Howie comes on, we have to have a beer.
Beers. I think how many did he drink when he came on?
6. You should go check out that episode and see him pound 6 beers.
Yeah, over-under was set at 5.5. It got down to the nitty-gritty.
Yep, for sure. All right, Jaret, we got to move on. We got to go to the over-under. We're throwing it back. All of these over-unders are from our very first episode, so you can go back to that one and check out our perspective and see how it's changed over the year.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember what I said, so I'm going to probably get some hate for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure we're going to say the complete opposite of what we already said.
And I 1 year later, I do want to say, I think Zac Efron is still, I'm not going to say he's the best. I just think he does it all. Okay, I want to say that one more time. I like touching on the old episodes, but yeah. All right, over-under, Preston, number 1, we got leg day.
Still overrated as fuck. No one cares about it. This is when Jaret goes, I've been hitting leg day lately, and I've been loving it.
I probably said that the first time I was thinking about it. He said you did. He knows. Oh, I'm so happy. No, it's underrated, though. I like leg day. I really do. I have chicken legs, but I like leg day. Like, I'm getting, like, I don't know. Matt's gotten me into it.
You know what you said the last time? I know, because I went back to watch it to get this.
Oh, he studied film. Did you guys hear that?
You said, I was loving leg day, and then I got sick, and I couldn't do legs or something like that.
I got weak. I was getting strong. Yeah, does that mean I'm getting sick? Is that what you're saying? I like leg day. I think it's just a good it's just, I don't know. Like, it's an easy work. There's tons of exercises. That's my problem. Like, you do shoulders. There's only so many things you can do for a shoulder workout, or like bicep. There's only so many different forms of curling, and someone out there's going to be like, oh, you're not working out right. Don't, like, okay, my bad, man. Like,
whatever.
I'm not trying to look like Arnie. I'm just trying to stay lean. Like,
right.
But yeah, I'm going to say leg day, underrated. You're going overrated? Really?
Yeah, dude. Period.
Leg day is a good workout, though. It's a good lock-in, headphones in, hood up. You wear a hoodie. If you don't wear a hoodie for leg day, you're nuts.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Living with Matt Kravanik has changed my opinion on that. He's I don't know. He's a great guy.
He is.
I want to just toss that out there. Matt's a great guy. I'm glad I roomed with him. I love that motherfucker.
There's nothing more we need to talk about leg day.
All right, number 2, movie theaters.
I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I was in a movie theater, so
say,
I have to say overrated.
I was just going to say, what was the last movie theater you were in?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, way overrated.
Yeah, I would have to say overrated. Popcorn's good, though.
Popcorn's fantastic.
And I really want to go see Batman. Or, my bad, the Batman. I love the Batman movies, and I don't get into, like, the superhero stuff. I love those movies. So
I thought you were just kidding, honestly.
No, like, I asked Madeline if she'd go with me, and she said yeah, and then I saw it was 3 hours. I'm like, I just can't do that to you. Like, I'll go. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Wait for it to come out on HBO or something and watch it there. But
all right, we both agree.
It's got to be overrated. But the popcorn, man, I haven't had it in so long. It's overrated. Overrated. I'm doubling down.
All right, next one. Peanut butter. Let's hear it.
You know, I will say I have not gone out and bought a thing of Jif reduced fat peanut butter since I said I was going to stop probably a year ago.
Have you ate it?
I've had peanut butter, but I don't know if I've had it like out of a jar with a spoon like I was. Like I've had peanut butter. I'm not going to there's peanut butter in a lot of things, and I have a lot of PB2, the powder.
Right.
But I just don't think I've been eating like at least Jif reduced fat. I cannot say that I've ever. Yeah, I don't know, man, but peanut butter's underrated. Peanut butter's so good.
Peanut butter's...
Dude, peanut butter is so good.
Overrated.
If you're still listening at this point, peanut butter, you're saying it's overrated, huh?
Yeah.
Elaborate. I don't even want to talk. I'll let you take the dance
I just
floor.
don't... I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't go out of my way to eat it. I don't. I don't like Reese's, really. I mean, I'll eat it if it's the only thing there. Reese's Pieces are the best form of Reese's. Everyone's going to be like, oh, it's the Reese eggs. No, it's not.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, I am.
Peanut butter might be, like, is that a food? Do you consider peanut butter a food? What is that, a topping?
No, that's, yeah, I don't know. It's a spread.
Not at the rate I was at. I was eating that thing like it was a bowl of ice cream. But
you're right.
Peanut butter, so underrated. Dude, what do you add peanut butter to, okay, that doesn't make it better? Like, peanut butter makes everything better. A smoothie, you add peanut butter, makes it better. A milkshake, you add peanut butter, makes it better.
Pizza.
Well, that's like, yeah.
I just want to throw that out there that Howie just texted me overrated for the peanut butter.
I love that he's listening.
Yeah.
Overrated. Howie's an overrated guy, too. Wow.
Yep.
I might have to, this might be the last episode 1 year later. Yep. I might have to step away.
Yep.
And final one, give it to us.
Ohio State football.
I mean, honest to God, if we're talking about the team, we said this last time, I think. They're overrated.
Yeah.
The team is overrated.
And we said underrated for the game day hype. Now that we're graduating here soon, do we think that we're going to say that that's overrated?
All right, I'm gonna flip. The game day hype is awesome. I still love that. Like,
yeah, we said that's underrated.
Yeah, okay, so underrated. The team,
I think.
The team is so highly rated that they have to be overrated.
Yeah.
It's so hard to win. Like, if you win, like, we've won, 2 national championships in the 2000s, like, and we're, like, one of the powerhouse schools. I don't know. I like the idea. I think the kids in college play really hard.
Yeah.
I think college football is great for that because they're trying to get to the next level.
For sure.
But I like the NFL more.
Yeah.
What do you think? Ohio State football?
Overrated.
Game days?
Underrated.
Underrated game days, huh? I would say underrated game days, too. There's just something about it, man. The smells, the fall smells, everything. Everyone's happy on a Saturday in Columbus, Ohio, as long as they're not getting stabbed in parking garages. Dude, it's getting ugly down there, man.
It is.
If you have a kid, or if you are a kid and you're going to Ohio State in these next 4 years, just take a look, okay? Read the news. There's a lot of stuff going on. Not a lot happening to prevent it.
Yep.
I'm just saying, they're trying, but, I mean, what can you do?
Right.
I'm just letting you know. I want to make that announcement. So, not Jaret can say I told you so, but I can say I tried. Okay.
You gave it a shot.
I gave it the old college effort.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Let's move on to the hypothetical. And you haven't seen this yet?
No.
Would you rather lose your eyesight or lose your memories?
Lose my eyesight or lose my memories? Well, dude, the memories, you'd have to say eyesight. But I always say, like, imagine not being able to, your senses.
Yeah, imagine
I
losing
feel
one.
first, yeah, like, imagine just not having, like, couldn't hear or you couldn't, like, I feel bad for the people that are, like, I just say I'm so, like, that is something that everybody that has those things takes, like, just such for granted because, like, they don't think about, like, how it actually, I don't know, impacts a life.
Yep.
Like, your ear gets plugged up from when you're sick. You're like, oh, this is miserable. It's like people like, they can't smell. They can't.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm going to say you have to lose your sight.
Yeah.
Because, like, your memories are great, man.
I know.
And if you get rid of the sight, or if you keep your sight and lose your memories, you'll never remember anything.
No.
Like, you would, like, walk into your kitchen and not know who your mother is.
No, what if you
Okay.
just lost all your memories to the date?
Ooh, so I have to create new memories.
But at the same time, you lose all the ones that you've already created.
Yeah, you're right. But do I know people? Like, would I know who you
Yeah,
are?
yeah, you know people.
But I wouldn't know what this is, right?
No, it's not like you know what things are. You just so when you think of a memory, you're like, oh yeah, I remember being with so and so at that time and place because we did that thing and it was fun.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I'd have to get rid of the sight. I have some cool
Yeah.
memories, dude. Dan's basement, like growing up as a kid, I had a
Memories.
great childhood.
Yeah.
Shout out to my parents for that. I had a great childhood.
Yep.
I don't know. I just love living. I really do think living is so cool. Like,
It
I
is.
think it's so fun. Like, if you do it the right way.
It's cool and it's sad to think about that. Like we're kind of like if we live to 100, we're a fifth of the way done.
Yeah.
And 100's not even realistic nowadays.
Oh, I'm living to like 150. I take my greens in the morning, dude.
Oh, okay.
Get on your greens, bro. My dad smelled it and almost puked. He's like, dude, that smells like the bottom
Yeah.
of the lawnmower.
Do you have the greens that are like flavored?
No, I don't have flavored.
Wow,
I got
I've
the
seen
cheap.
those look intriguing.
Yeah, there was just a brand that was like highly recommended. They said the only flaw was the taste because it's just like unflavored.
It's ass.
But like it was on sale on Amazon. I'm like 60 servings for the price of 30,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I had a gift card, and I'm like, I'm gonna get the 60. I'm gonna take it for 60 and see if I feel better. I think it actually is. Like the problem is I can eat a house now. Like I don't get as like bloated, and I don't know if that's just in my head or what. Like maybe I'm just home and like
Right.
it's easier to eat now. Like I don't know, but I feel like I just am like eating like nothing, and I like don't feel like I'm like full.
Yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, so that could get dangerous. But yeah, I don't even know where we were. The hypothetical. You got to say sight, right? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, sight. Too many good memories. Way too many good memories.
But if you just clear out the big memories,
But
yeah,
you can still make memories without your sight.
you're right. I had a great childhood though.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
But I'd be pretty miserable, man. I'm gonna be honest. If I was blind,
Yeah.
I'd be so miserable.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I'm very appreciative that I get to live the way I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you can't live without your sight. I'm saying personally, like,
So
I love
thankful.
going to see things. But I guess I do. Taste is a big one, too. Like, I love trying new foods and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm not picky at all. So
I
I can
am.
eat. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, you don't try as many foods as I do. I was at dinner last night, and I was getting desserts, and they had, like, all these little flavored macaroons or whatever. Macarons or whatever, however you say. I was, like, getting all the flavors. I'm like, I got to just, like, come on. Give
I
me
don't
one
know
of
what that
these.
is, but I'll pass.
No, they're, like, cookie things.
Oh, then I might try.
Yeah, no, you would definitely take a bite of one. The cinnamon one was awesome.
Oh, that sounds good.
Tossing it out there, yeah.
Sounds
All right, yeah. So we're gonna both say sight, but that's tough, man. Mm-hmm. Let us know what you think. DM us. It'll be on the Instagrams.
Yep.
A little 1 year anniversary special here, kicking it back. That means a 1 year anniversary song special, and there's nothing significant. I thought about doing Happy Birthday or something. I was playing it before, but I'm not that cheesy. So I guess we'll go I Like That by Bazzy. I don't know if it's Bazzy or Bazzy. We've done this before. He's been one of the songs of the week, and I still didn't know how to say his name. Still don't. So I'm gonna just say Bazzy.
That works.
Yeah, sure. I like that. Check it out. Great song.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it at the end.
For sure. You got any closing thoughts? Because I do.
Oh, let's hear it. Closing thoughts.
Check out kickingitback.net. Those t-shirts, baby.
Ooh, I
10,
like that.
10 different colors? Are you joking? Come on.
I like that.
Come on.
I like that. Yeah, there is a bunch of colors now, selections. Everything's getting shipped out to you. It's perfect. The logos are sweet. All hand designed by Designs by Madeline.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Real quick, rock, paper, scissors.
Why?
I don't know. Why not? I lost. Shit.
You
All right.
can't challenge someone to rock, paper, scissors and then lose.
Listen, I would touch on the rock, paper, scissors, but I need to also throw something out.
Is this thing on?
Did you know a shot of espresso contains less caffeine?
Twisted, baby, I'm a goner. I'm a monster. Don't listen to what I say, cause I say things that I don't mean. When the liquor speak, don't wanna break your pretty